Alrighty, folks, welcome to What It Takes, a mini-series where I ask the same questions to elite coaches and they talk about what it takes to become an elite coach. I'm your host, Kevin Shaw, and today we are talking with 12-star diamond and 4-time elite coach, Deidra Mangus. Deidra, welcome to What It Takes.
I really like your glasses.
Oh, thank you. Very special. Thank you. Tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started.
All right. So thank you so much for having me on. I've been a coach now. Next month will be my 5th year anniversary. That is so exciting.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I started out a mom of a newborn and a 1-year-old, and I wanted to lose the baby weight. So I started in a challenge group. I was a challenger before I even had any thoughts of coaching, but the results and falling in love with the products led me to a passion for coaching and wanting to help other people do the same thing. And then it turned into wanting to pay for daycare and then groceries and vacations and birthdays and then a new house and hiring as a nurse. So yeah, it's been quite a journey.
Wow. I love that your why has changed multiple times. Man, we didn't get started and you're already following us.
I feel like seasons change and your goals change and your why changes. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Okay, so
you kind of answered question number 1, but tell us a little bit more about how you got started with Beachbody. You say you came into Challenger. How did that happen? How were you introduced to Beachbody?
So I don't know if you know this, but my cousin is Melanie Mitro. And did you know that?
I did not.
So she actually had reached out to me numerous times. And I denied her numerous times. And I just did not want to pay for Shakeology. It was too expensive for me because I was on maternity leave and unpaid. And, you know, I just didn't want to forefront the money. And she would not let me in her challenge group. I was really sad about it. So eventually I saw her results and what she was doing, and I'm like, nothing is working. None of these quick diets are working for me. So I decided to take that leap and invest in my health, and it changed my life.
Wow, what an awesome story. I love that answer. Okay, so now that you're a coach, describe what those early days of coaching look like for you.
I did not have belief in myself for a little while. I actually didn't really work my business like I should have for the first 2 months. It was more of a hobby coach per se. I was not consistent with inviting or personal development or any of the vital behaviors. And I feel like that's why I was not successful. 2 months after me coaching, I went to my first Super Saturday by myself, very nervous. And it really impacted me a lot. Watching the coaches up on stage and seeing their success, I realized I'm a human and I can do what they're doing. And I realized that I had potential. And from that moment on, I was consistent with my 3 vitals at that time, but now it's 4 vitals. And it really has impacted my business a ton.
What a testament to events and the power of going to events and Super Saturdays.
Yes.
Great testimonial on that. Thank you. Okay, so what do you feel are some attributes or habits you have that contribute to your success?
I will say first and foremost, the consistency and sacrificing into my business. You know, throughout my business in the last almost 5 years, my life has changed dramatically. From going through a divorce, getting remarried, having a baby, quitting a job. It has changed a lot, but it was the consistency. I know that if I was not consistent with those vitals, I wouldn't have been able to revolve my lifestyle how I needed to take care of my kids and do what I needed to do for my family. Yeah. And thankfully, Beachbody and the consistencies that I had, the hard work that I had, gave me the ability to do what I needed to do. So definitely consistency was that key attribute for me for my success.
You know, we've done enough of these episodes now that almost every single coach has said that exact. Oh, that's the whole point of episodes. The whole point of what it takes is for you, if you watch enough of these, you'll see a consistent pattern come out as to what it takes to become successful. That's the answer.
There's really no secret sauce, I promise.
The answer. So Hope, thanks for giving us a little cheat on that. Okay. So what advice do you have for a brand new coach who doesn't know where to start? What can they start doing today to achieve long-term success?
Be a challenger yourself and share your journey all of the way, whether it's the good, bad, and the ugly. You're most relatable in the middle of your own journey. I know a lot of new coaches and even veteran coaches may not be where they want to be with their fitness journey, and then it kind of takes them away from doing everything else because they lack that confidence. But I feel like if you're a challenger yourself, even checking in your challenge. So when I do my challenge groups, I check in as a challenger. I tell them what foods I ate for the day, if I had my Shakeology, if I did my workout, how much water I drank for the day. I feel like whenever I can be a challenger myself, and I'm sharing that not only with my challengers, but also with social media, that really is going to help you relate to other people and get other people to want to continue doing and being active in your group and do what you're doing.
That's perfect. Perfectly said. Be relatable, be the challenger, be vulnerable. I love that. Okay. What about the coach who is struggling or is thinking about giving up? What advice do you have for them?
So I have gone through struggles in my past, and I'm going to give my experience and say that what helped me may help you. Most likely it will help you is the personal development aspect. Yep. People seem to leave personal development out a lot because they don't think they need it. But in reality, when you're struggling, it's going to help you find your why. And your why should be emotional enough that it's going to push you further and not take you away from, this amazing opportunity that's sitting right in front of you, like open wide right in front of you. Hello, come get it. So personal development, like dig deep and dive into it. And I know people say do 10 to 15 minutes a day, but I could do an easy hour a day, and it really makes a huge difference on how you're feeling and your confidence, you as a person, you as a coach, you as a mother, father, a leader, in every aspect of your life. It really can change you.
100% agree with that. Well said. Okay, last question on advice. What is the best advice you've received regarding your personal business?
So one thing that I can think of at the top of my head is when I was pushing for elite each year, there was in particular one year that I was really struggling, and I was reaching out to my upline coach, and I'm like, I don't think I can do this. And, I feel like a lot of us have that self-doubt, but I also feel like if you can let go of the self-doubt, easy to say, right? Yeah. Not so much easy to do, but when you can let that go and you can focus on that end goal that you're trying to get to, and not like all of the things in between that can take you away from that. Push as hard as you can, even if you think you're not going to get it. Like, you have to talk yourself into it and make yourself believe in that, because if your mindset is I can't, then you're not going to. But even if you're really, really far away from a goal, if you want it bad enough, you can make it happen, even if it seems impossible. Because I'm not going to lie, my last 2 years of being elite, I thought it was impossible, and I still made it happen. Wow. So it was the push and the mindset shift.
Yep. And even if, for heaven forbid, you don't hit your goal, you pushing, you're going to end the year or however, and you're going to feel great.
You're setting yourself up great for the next year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I love the title elite, but elite does not define who you are as a coach or leader too. It is an awesome thing to have. I am so thankful for having 4-time elite. But at the same time, it has really helped me with building a team and that camaraderie that we have in our tribe, which is absolutely incredible. So it has done more than just elite for me by pushing.
Right. Okay, now we're on to the speed round. This is where I ask you rapid fire questions, just looking for short, sweet answers. On average, how much time do you spend working your business each day?
Each day around 6 hours during the week. On the weekend, Saturday, I usually take off. Sunday is me doing calls and prepping for the week.
Okay. What's your average SC each month?
10 to 20. That's like a really wide range, but 10 to 20.
Oh, no, that's great.
Consistently.
What percentage of time do you focus on your own business versus your team?
I focus a little bit more on my own business. It's probably like a 60-40 right now.
Great. And what leadership ladder rung are you at?
Right now, I am at organizational. I go back and forth between organizational and executive.
Those are both awesome places to be.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, it is time for questions from a hat. Deidra has no idea what question I'm going to ask. Here is the most important of the question for today. Which skill would you love to learn in life?
Which skill would I learn to love in life?
Love to learn, yep.
Does it have to do with Beachbody?
Oh, absolutely. Those questions are ancient. I want to know, what in life do you want to learn?
Improving with public speaking.
No,
I would love to be a public speaker. I would love to do that.
That's great. That's perfect. I just laughed simply because these questions stump everybody, and I love that it stumped you too. What a great answer. Public speaking, you can all be better at it. That was awesome. Guys, this was a great call with Deidra. There's so many great little tidbits here that we can go over. And once again, not groundbreaking information, but things that work, things that will work over time and will get you to 4-time elite. Deidra, thank you so much for joining us on What It Takes.
Thank you.